I'm Kim, I'm from Cambridge, and I run a rent-to-SA business called Cambridge Short Stays. I have 4 rent-to-rent deals and I manage a property for the owners. And last year we turned over about 180. Before I started in property, I worked as a television producer, something I did for over 20 years. And it was a fantastically fun, varied career, and I got to go lots of different places. It was all very exciting. Not as glamorous as everyone thinks, but it was exciting. There's a lot of crossover from television to property, more than most people would think. I'm used to running projects. I'm used to managing teams. I have to make sure everyone's safe in, health and safety legislation. I've got to look after budgets. I've got to think about PR and branding and marketing. All of those things I'm doing in property too. So there's a lot of crossover. What initially attracted me to SSO was Simon, really. I really liked his content. I thought he was genuine. I thought he knew what he was doing. He was still doing it as well. It was obviously still a hands-on operator, and that was important to me. He wasn't, completely hands-off and not doing it at all. So it was important for me that it was somebody that still knew what it was like on the day-to-day. I think he really cares, which I think is often lacking in other parts of property education. And he does go above and beyond, him and all the team. They're actually supportive at the end of the phone and will respond to you. And again, there are a lot of people out there that will just take your money and run. So that was really important to me. I've had a great experience with them over the last couple of years. Simon has brilliantly divided up his community so that they can get tailored information support for where they are in their journey. First class is for people who have been doing it for a little bit and are turning over more than 100,000 a year. The jump from having one deal to more than, multiple deals, I think is about mindset actually and confidence. I think that's what I found in myself, that I was able to talk to people far more confidently. When you first start, you're almost apologetic and you think, why would anybody believe in me or hand me their house to look after? But when you've been doing it for a little while, there's just, you can speak to landlords far more knowledgeably and confidently, knowing the market, knowing how guests work. And that confidence just carries you so much further. When you're scaling your business, it's absolutely vital to systemize. You need to get those systems in place to save yourself from running a 24/7 business, because guests can need you any time of the night or day. They normally check in 7 days a week. Nobody can work those amount of hours. So the systems are vital for you to be able to scale. It is impossible for anybody to run 20 units if they're doing it all themselves manually. So those systems are absolutely everything. What I can offer other people who are going on their rent-to-rent journey is a support. I've done this, I've done it recently, I am still doing it, and my business is still growing. I'm still having problems, making mistakes, and I know what that's like. And so that is what I can offer somebody else. We're on the same journey together. I'm just down the road a little bit further. I think if someone is not sure if rent-to-rent is for them or serviced accommodation is for them, I'd say really think about what is your goal. Where do you want to be and what do you want out of your life? And sometimes that's a big question to explore. I was buying a holiday let in Norfolk, gorgeous cottage, and it would have used up all of my capital, and I'd have got that £1,000 a month profit that Simon talks about. And then I was talking to Simon, he was like, what are you doing? You could employ that capital and you could be making £10,000 a month and then you're out of your job. And so that did align with my goals. I needed to make cash flow to enable me to not have to work in my brilliant job because of my work-life balance. That's what I wanted. So I think it's thinking through those goals and understanding what is it you want, but also really understanding what is it like to run a serviced accommodation business. So I'll be saying, do your research and find out if it's for you.